or not, I have quite a lot of friends that have been homeless at some point, and a lot of them tend to be MCs and used to be DJs, people that are big fans of music, and yeah, it seems like there's a connection musically with homeless people, like they're stressed. Music's a great way to relieve stress if you're homeless. You know, and you know, I think there is a connection between music, you know, and people that are going through struggles. And
it's a great cause. Homelessness is something that we all are aware of these days. With walking any city centre these days, and you're aware of the problem. It's a growing problem. So it was just a great thing to be involved with, really. So I jumped at it.
The event is a reminder of the struggle of a homeless person, 24 hours of music and a £2,400 target to emphasise that homelessness is a 24-hour struggle every day. Jake Mescal for Notts TV.
Now, it's on the tip of everyone's tongues right now. Tomorrow, street parties up and down the country will celebrate in style as Prince Harry and Meghan Markle tie the knot. Now, we know the guest list, we know the menu, but when it comes to entertainment, will there be a magician? Well, one man who certainly thinks there should be is my favourite magic man. It's Roy Bond, everyone. And he's got a lovely, glamorous assistant with us still, Kitty Treyer.
Oh, me!
Who you, darling?
She's a stunner.
She is. I bet you've never had someone so glamorous as your assistant before.
Well, normally it's a leotard, but not today. Basically what I've done today, I thought my life's not dangerous enough, and we can't use these anymore, European Court of Human Rights. It's an animal trap, but magicians are a fair game when it comes to stuff like this.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Well, would you like to, with the stick, just to show everyone that it is in fact an animal trap? Keep your fingers far away from the trap. Just set the trap off once for me, please, if that be.
Go for it whenever you're ready,
Straight into
Kitty.
the top. So the idea is, I'm gonna prime this again.
Scared Holly.
So, would you like to shuffle these cards?
Go on then, I'll shuffle.
The reason I say that is because it could be pre-arranged, and the idea is you're going to pick a card. I'm going to lose it in the deck. I'm going to put the whole deck inside the trap. I'm going to reach inside, take one card out. The trap will spring. Hopefully, it doesn't get my fingers, and hopefully, it'll be your card.
Okay.
That's the general premise. Would you pick a card? Any card you like? I don't want to see it. And there are reflections in this room that are terrible film. Would you show it to all cameras and also our lovely host here, please? Lovely. And then hold it to your chest when you finish, so I can't see behind it. Have you got it there?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Excellent.
I've seen it.
Excellent.
Right.
Hold it just there for me.
To your chest, Kitty. To your chest.
The other thing is, stop me when you're ready. Do you ever say stop? Just whenever you're ready.
Not when food's involved.
Oh, okay.
Stop.
Put it back just there. Oh. Excellent. Is it face down? Good.
Yeah.
Who did you show? Did you show it to everyone?
Yeah.
You did. Excellent. See,
I've got a 2-second memory.
The thing is, there's a chance I don't need to use the trap at all. You see, if I shuffle the deck enough, there might be a chance that it goes to the bottom or top of the deck.
Yeah.
So we'll start off with the bottom card. Is that your card?
No.
No.
So that's one chance down. I think it's safe to say it's probably the top card. I've got that one. Is that your?
No, that's not it.
So we'll probably have to use the trap then. In which case, can you keep really still while I do this? I'm going to put the whole deck inside the trap.
Oh, gosh.
The idea is I kind of reach in and take out one card, and one card only.
Oh, my God. Watch your fingers, Roy.
You ready?
Don't try this at home, people.
Yeah,
Go for it.
Kids, don't do this. Can you give me a countdown? 3 seconds.
3, 2, 1, go for it. I'm scared.
I have one card. It managed to trap the deck, but it didn't trap me.
Just about.
I have that. Has anyone?
That is the card. Oh my goodness me. That is amazing.
Thank you very much.
Roy, you never cease to amaze me.
I'm here all week.
Do you think there will be a magician at the wedding?
I would say, being in the magic circle, I do know there will be magicians at the wedding. But it's not for me to say who they are.
Okay.
So there will be entertainment. There'll be strolling entertainment.
What do you predict as some of the kind of the entertainment there?
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot for. I would imagine it's going to be a zone thing where there's kids in one area, there's sort of adults in another, and it will change all day. It will change. It'll be on like a rota. People coming and going. People coming and going all day.
I think the miss is off the invite list though, Kitty. Have you not got an invite either?
No, but I've got my shift at Tesco's to keep me busy.
There you go. That's all right then. So where can we see you if we want to see you, Kitty, as well?
Well, my first show of June is June the 14th.
Lovely.
That's at Rescue
June
Rooms.
the 14th. See you there. We've got to go.
Oh,
Thank you so
we gotta
much.
go.
See you in a sec, guys. Bye.
Love having that holiday glow? We asked Claire to try Dove Summer Revived Gradual Tanning Lotion and used hidden cameras to see if her friends noticed her holiday tan.
You look absolutely amazing. Have you been on holiday or something?
They couldn't tell the difference. Can you? A holiday quality tan even without the holiday.
My name's Nicola Adams. I'm a double Olympic boxing champion. My life is very hectic, so I like the fact that I can get a moisturiser, just apply and go. It's important for me to look good every day, because if I look good, I feel good. No fuss, no fads, just straight up skincare.
How do you deal with high cholesterol? Did you know that Flora Proactive with plant sterols can help? Lower your cholesterol in just 21 days.
Kids don't have school today, save at the matinee. Done cleaning the garage, schedule hot stone massage. Game cancelled, kids are sad, let's all go bowl instead. Dishes have not been done, burgers for everyone. You'll save on lots of stuff, using Groupon to save. Now you'll have less to pay on things you do every day.
Download the free app and save. Groupon.
We harvest all of Lidl's Jersey Royals right here on the island. They can't be called Jersey Royals unless they're grown here in Jersey in the traditional way. It's all about the heritage and tradition, hand planting, hand lifting. It takes absolute focus and attention to detail to grow the perfect Jersey Royal. And if you still don't believe that Lidl's potatoes are real Jersey Royals, well, there's Gorey Castle to prove it.
Hello and welcome back to A Up Notts, an hour of news, views and cracking conversation. Let's get going, because next tonight, the project set up to show the struggles that some folks in Nottinghamshire went through to be with the ones they love. It's about capturing the experiences of mixed-race relationships between the 1940s and 70s. And Colleen Francis and Nadine Hall are with us now. Thank you so much for joining us, guys.
Thank you for
So how did this project come about then, Colleen?
OK, so a number of years ago, I recall my mum telling me that when she first met my dad in 1956, my dad's Jamaican, my mum was English, my grandma physically beat my mum up, locked her in the house, wouldn't let her out because she was dating a black man. Oh. So, unfortunately, mum passed away about 25 years ago. But a couple of years ago, I started to think, wow, there must be so many women with these sort of stories. And actually, if we don't capture them now, they'll be dead and gone and we won't get those stories. So I just went on this trail of applying for funding from the Heritage Lottery Fund and, you know, developed the project and decided we'd capture people's stories from who were in mixed-race relationships in Nottinghamshire between 1940s and 1970s. So.
And I bet you've heard some incredible stories over the time, Nadine.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So far, we've done 10 of the 12 interviews that we're planning on doing. And we've heard some, you know, some brilliant stories, celebratory stories of, you know, love conquering adversity and all that. But we've also heard, you know, some people had some struggles and we're up against some real prejudice just for simply, you know, falling in love with somebody of a different ethnicity. And
how far have you kind of traced it back?
We've got the project we're covering from the 40s, but our interviewees go back from the 70s, the experiences that we've got recorded. But we are keen to, you know, find anyone who's goes back even earlier than that if we can. So that would be ideal.
And you've interviewed from the 1920s, is that right?
We have, yes. We've got a local lady who is mixed-race herself, and she will be 75 next month. And her family goes back to the 1920s, where her granddad arrived in Nottingham by default with his German white wife, and they went on to have 8 children. And Sandra is obviously one of the grandchildren of that couple. So yes, it takes us right back to the 1920s. But I mean, if we go even further back than that, Nottingham, we've got George Africanus, who was married to a white lady. He was a freed slave and a business owner back in the 1900s. So yeah, so it does go back even further. But there's not a lot of history there. And certainly when we started to develop the project and did our research, we found that there's nothing actually in the archives either.
Wow.
Relating to mixed race relationships. So it is a first for Nottingham, and of course these men, we started the project with trying to capture the women's stories, but then it emerged that actually the men have got stories as well. So we included men as well.
How important is it to look at this and capture this information now at this time?
Well, we've through some of the people that we've interviewed and we've spoken to, like one lady, she said, it is important because it will be there for prosperity. You know what I mean? Prosperity, yeah. So it is important because that history isn't there. So it is about planting that history, and actually this is what happened, and this is part of our history. So
if we do want to get involved in the project, how can we?
You just get in touch with us on. We've got a Facebook page. We've got you can get us through our email address, our phone number. We meet regularly. We have about 15 volunteers on the project, and we meet weekly. And discuss what we're going to do and what's coming up next and which way the project is actually going. So
it's fascinating stuff. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Good luck with the rest of the project. Let's move on now because next, move over Harry and Meghan, Year 1 pupils from St Stephen's Primary School in Sneinton, have been celebrating with their very own royal wedding. Prepare for a cuteness overload.
So, what are both your names for today?
Princess Meghan.
And what's yours?
Prince Harry.
What did you do on your wedding day?
You had to walk in after everyone else.
Yeah. What did you do? You gave each other rings?
Yeah, we gave each other rings.
And so what are you going to do for the rest of your days as a married couple?
We're just going to play games with each other and have a party.
How do you think today went?
Oh, well, beautifully, I have to say. They were so organised and so excited. They actually got me swept up in royal wedding fever, and I wasn't thinking about it until now. I think sometimes these days we say things really easily and we don't keep our promises, and it's really great to think of, for all children, whatever faith they are, about keeping their promises and especially treating each other kindly. And that's what we emphasise today.
In line with the royal wedding that's taking place on Saturday, our Year 1 teacher, as part of our church curriculum, our Year 1 teacher came up with the idea to encourage the children and experience a wedding for themselves. The children have clearly enjoyed themselves. Not only has it engaged Year 1, it's engaged the whole school community, it's engaged all of the children across school with roles and prayers and celebrations and preparation for a wedding, but our parents in preparing for the wedding as well. So you can see today all of the children are dressed for such a special occasion.
Very cute. Now, with your Nottinghamshire News headlines, Owen Shipton spoke to the editor of the Nottingham Post, Mike Sassy.
Quite a shocking story, actually. Gillian Brooks, a 61-year-old traffic warden in Arnold. She's been doing the job for 15 years. She loves it. She was giving someone a ticket who had parked their car in a disabled parking bay when she was attacked. And we're not talking just verbal abuse. I mean, she was punched, She was punched unconscious, found on the pavement by passers-by, suffered bleeding on the brain, was in hospital for 2 nights, having constant flashbacks now that she's come out. And she actually has spoken about this to say thank you to the passers-by who called an ambulance and brought her around. But a terrible story, really shocking. As I say, you know, just going about her duty, she says it's a job she loves. Had never been treated like this previously, broad daylight in Arnold, and as I say, spent 2 days in hospital.
Have been any arrests, any investigations?
23-year-old man has been arrested, yeah, in connection with the incident.
Fine. Next, a couple who have had a bit of an admin nightmare.
Yeah, great names. Ollie George and Lily Worth. They bought a house in Bingham last September. Lovely house. They pay their council tax online through Rushcliffe Borough. Now, there was a glitch in the system and they were £2.50 short. They received a summons. They sorted it out with the council. They received another summons. They sorted it out. They received a third one and a bill for £400, which they didn't owe. So obviously they went through a huge amount of stress. I spent a lot of time on the phone. They've now got an apology from the council who said there were software errors, but the couple are still mightily aggrieved. Council has come back and said, look, you know, that was the only summons we had to rescind last year of the 4,400 that we sent out.
Wow, almost a drop in the ocean. There were so many people here who were, wow, that volume is astounding. Finally, bad news for vegetarians, I suppose.
Yeah, this is a really quite sad story. Yeah. The Ali Cafe Bar's been going 18 years off Old Market Square, hugely popular, serves probably the best vegetarian and vegan food in the city. But the owner, Benjamin, has bought a couple of years ago, he bought the Old Angel microbrewery up on Stony Street, which he's been running and has turned into another great outfit. He's been trying to get rid of the Ali Cafe for a while, hasn't been able to give it to another vegetarian, so has had to sell out to somebody else who runs cafes, still be a strong vegetarian option, but not just a meat-free venue from next month.
So, good news for meat eaters, maybe. They'll be able to pop in and have a steak with their vegetarian friends.
Indeed, well said.
All right, thanks, mate.
Cheers, Owen.
Now, we can't end a Friday show without some live local music. Joining us once again is singer-songwriter Wilf and the Hullabaloo. Have a great weekend, everybody. Wilf, take it away.
See me walking down the side of the road, my worn-out shoes and my leather coat. Might seem on top of the world, but just ain't got a better place to go. Ain't no good trying to flag me down. It's been 3 days since I spoke. Yeah, you could ask me what I got in my mind, but I've been dreaming of a song that I wrote. I play the root, rock and the reggae, little bit of funk. Rock and the reggae, little bit of funk. I play the root, that rock and the reggae, little bit of that funk. If I feel a bit groovy now, baby, then I might get a little bit drunk. I've been falling through the bright blue sky, waiting for my parachute down. Man, I never felt so high, but I just keep sipping on my dustpan flu. You could try to bring me down, but man, my life's a hoot. Yeah, you can take my music away, but I pull out my gun and shoot. When I play on my strings, man, it takes away all the pain that life brings. Man, I gotta say, if I keep rolling on, then I know I'm gonna find my new song. But when I feel like I'm bound to fall, and my mind's so done with it all, I'll play that rock and reggae, little bit of funk. Rock and reggae, little bit of that funk. I'll play the root, that rock and reggae.
Magnum Classic is expertly crafted. Velvety ice cream with Madagascar vanilla and sustainably grown cocoa. Take pleasure seriously. Magnum, for pleasure seekers.
Wiping germy surfaces with a dishcloth could be just as bad as doing this. But Dettol wipes kill 99.9% of bacteria and viruses.
Love having that holiday glow? We asked Claire to try Dove Summer Revived Gradual Tanning Lotion and used hidden cameras to see if her friends noticed her holiday tan.
You look absolutely amazing. Have you been on holiday or something?
They couldn't tell the difference. Can you? A holiday quality tan even without the holiday.
Goodbye meal planning stress. Hello Fresh. Save 50% off your first recipe box using the offer code HELLO. Hello Fresh. Dinner is solved.
It's time to pump up your mobile, people. Let's do this.
PlusNet gives you 4 gig of data, 1,500 minutes and unlimited text for just £10 a month.
Oh, that'll do.
Offer ends 31st of May. Search PlusNet Mobile now. PlusNet will do you proud. What?
My name's Nicola Adams. I'm a double Olympic boxing champion. My life is very hectic, so I like the fact that I can get a moisturiser, just apply and go. It's important for me to look good every day, because if I look good, I feel good. No fuss, no fads, just straight up skincare.
How do you deal with high cholesterol? Did you know that Flora Proactive with plant sterols can help? Lower your cholesterol in just 21 days.
Kids don't have school today, save at the matinee. Done cleaning the garage, schedule hot stone massage. Game cancelled, kids are sad, let's all go bowl instead. Dishes have not been done, burgers for everyone. You'll save on lots of stuff, using Groupon to save. Now you'll have less to pay on things you do every day.
Download the free app and save. Groupon.
We harvest all of Lidl's Jersey Royals right here on the island. They can't be called Jersey Royals unless they're grown here in Jersey in the traditional way. It's all about the heritage and tradition, hand planting, hand lifting. It takes absolute focus and attention to detail to grow the perfect Jersey Royal. And if you still don't believe that Lidl's potatoes are real Jersey Royals, well, there's Gorey Castle to prove it.
Where will you be studying next September? So, where will you be studying next September?